Our goal is to inspire people to do what they love. Let's see if we can get people flying. I've got a spectator riding past on his bike. Oh, look at that. Got the ships in the background. Plans don't always go to plan, and you just need to learn to adjust and just have fun. Yeah, it's unreal, mate. I love it. And
I'm gonna get it.
yeah, good on you, mate. Welcome back to Mitch Cooper RC. We're at a new location today. We're super excited about this one. We got no wind. We're in a little town. Well, I wouldn't call it a little town, but we're in a town called Stockton, New South Wales, here in Australia. Close to Newcastle, you've got Newcastle Harbor just over to our right over here on the other side of the water, which leads straight out the ocean. Guys, we're in the biggest coal exportation base in the world, basically, which is pretty special to be able to have the opportunity to fly here. So we have big coal ships, as you can see in the background behind us. So we're going to fly alongside coal ships. We've got an open area here, we've got a walkway, so we're hoping that we get a bit of engagement. We're going to fly the Bigfoot here, and then we're going to go over to another section there that's a bit more, there's a few more people around, and we're going to fly our smaller planes. But we're going to get the Bigfoot up here, and it's a nice, beautiful morning for flying. So we're going to get out and we're going to test the Bigfoot. We've got a pretty open area, guys. So just to get out in locations like this and inspire people to do what they love. Our goal is to inspire people to do what they love. We're flying RC planes around the world and getting people involved with flying RC planes. This is another new location for us, probably about 40 minutes from home. So yeah, guys, Newcastle, beautiful city. This is Stockton. There we have a beautiful coal ship in the background there. Let's fire this Bigfoot up and get her in the air, guys. Also, guys, what do you think of this flying field? Is it reasonable for you guys? Do you think that it's safe to fly in this location? I'm just going to fire this Bigfoot up right now. Tell me what you think, and we'll go from there. I'm going to plug her in. Set the CG on the Bigfoot today. She seems really nice where I've got that battery sitting in there. Very important, guys, to have your CG where your battery sits in your plane. So important to have that in the right spot. So fire this Bigfoot up, see how we go. All right, so we've got all control surfaces, throttle, flaps. We're going to take off in safe mode just because, guys, we're going to take off in safe mode just because, you know, we are in a new location. We actually do have houses around, but, you know, we're pretty confident flying where we are. We've got plenty of room here. Yeah, I want to know, guys, like, what do you think? Is this a safe location to fly this size plane? It's a 1300mm Arrows Hobby Bigfoot. I'm all about keeping things safe as well, guys, so keep that in mind. We're going to start on low rates, see how that goes, and just have some fun. Here we go, guys. I'm going to start off with flaps on. Taking off, we've got a little bit of wind picking up. She's up. Bring her back around here. We're in low rates, so. Look at her go. Just loving it. This is such a nice plane. We'll get our timer set for 6 minutes, guys, so we're just gonna see how that goes. I'm gonna flick it out of safe now because I'm just keen to fly. Keen to see, get this Bigfoot happening. Let's go for a loop. Climbing, pull back, ease off the throttle. It wasn't the smoothest, but that's all right. We'll come back around. Bit of speed when you go back downwind, guys. Keep that plane nice and smooth in the air. Absolutely gorgeous, guys. Let's do a roll. Go for a loop. Look at that. Guys, these ships are massive. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but they are huge. They're actually guided by tugboats, which guide them in and out of the harbour here in Newcastle. If you want to look it up, look up Stockton coal exploitation. It is huge, guys. We've got massive factories here and all the rest of it. But this is another new location for us, guys, flying RC planes. This Bigfoot, you know, I've crashed it once pretty hard and damaged it through the trees and that, and it's still flying like a gem, you know. So let's just see what we can do here. Try to do a little what do we call it? Oh, sorry guys, I forget sometimes. Let's try a touch and go. If you can just stand behind me, darling, where I'm flying, thank you. Coming in over the harbour, guys, look at that. What do you guys think of this location? I've got a spectator riding past on his bike. I'm just going to cruise back around here. Fisherman. Look at her just cruising over the harbour. Let's come back in for, see if we can do a touch and go. Touch and go. And she's up again. Absolutely gorgeous, guys. Woo! New locations get you a little bit jittery, guys, I tell you that. So guys, we're gonna fly this and then we're gonna go over to another location with the Arrows Pioneer, the little plane we got. We're gonna see if we can get someone flying that. We got the little P-47 Warbird from Volantex, so we're gonna get that out as well. We're gonna see if we can get someone flying them. So that's what we're about, guys. New locations. We've got a tugboat in the background there, if you can see that. Let's try a nice roll again. Let's come past with an inverted. We've got a big full-size plane way up in the sky behind us. We're nowhere near that. We actually do have some helicopters that fly around here, because what they actually do, guys, is take the captains of the ships out to ocean where they're moored up to come into the docks here, and the helicopters take the captains out to the ships to bring them into the harbour, because they need the professionals to bring them into the harbour here. So that's what they do, which is pretty cool. If you can just stand behind me, darling, sorry. Yeah, behind where I'm flying, that'd be great. Let's try inverted. Yeah, a little bit inverted for a second. I'm just gonna, yeah, I might stay in low rates just for this flight, because let's do a low pass, like full speed. Look at her go. She's loving it. Let's do a roll there. And then a loop. All right, guys, we're gonna bring her in for a landing because we're on our timer. And I'm gonna flick the flaps on here. Look at that. Coming in, guys. Coming in. Bit of a little bouncy landing there, guys, but we got there in the end. We got there, we had flaps on, but we landed her safely. It's always a little bit nerve-wracking in places like this, guys, and once again, if you're new to flying RC planes, I would not recommend flying something this size in a small area. It's not actually a small area, but you know, you got to take into consideration, guys, houses, boats, helicopters, air movement, all these things. You want to play it safe. It is a lot of fun, but it is important to play it safe. Guys, what do you think of this new location? Right now we're going to head over, see if we can get people flying the littler planes in another cool area, get some ships in the background. Let's go. All right, guys, here we are. Another little location just up the road from where we're flying the Bigfoot there. Look at this big tugboat coming through here. So these are the ones that guide the ships in, for the coal ships. We've got a ferry over here that crosses the harbour and takes people over to the beautiful city of Newcastle. Beautiful little city, guys, if you don't know. It's a beautiful day here. We've got people around, we've got some fishermen, and we're going to fly our little arrows and our little P47. See if we can get some engagement. We just had a guy come up to us and he was pretty interested. He said he used to do RC boats and all that sort of thing, so that was cool. So we're just going to get the little P47 up and have a little fly around here. Hopefully get some ships come through, get some people come through. There's not a lot of people around today because it is a weekday, but we're still at a new location and we're still here to inspire people to fly and do what they love. Look at that tugboat. We're going to be up in the air with that big fella in a minute. We're going to be flying around, minding our own business, just living the dream. It's what we do. Live the dream, have fun, fly RC planes. That's what it's all about, guys. What is your favourite flying location? Wherever you live in the world, what is your favourite flying location? All right, we're just going to get this little P47 going. Just got to engage it. Should be on now. Been a couple of weeks since I've flown this, so yeah, right. So we are on now. Should be the wind's coming that way, so we're actually going to have to go over here a bit and take off, going into the wind. So I'm just gonna fly along here, darling, because the sun's sort of behind us here. So we're gonna take off here and we're gonna see how we go. And we're away. I was gonna go the other way, but there's some people over here. I don't know if you can see the little P47 there, but she's coming in. We'll try get the harbour in the background for you. So we've got a beautiful tug there. Look at that shot. I'm going to flick it into intermediate mode here. We've got a few people walking. Might even ask them, see if they want to have a fly. A couple of girls going past. I'm not sure how interested they are. It's one thing I haven't seen a lot of, guys. A lot of girl RC pilots. There's not a lot of them. So, yeah. I don't know why. Maybe my battery's low on our transmitter. But look at that, guys. What a stunning view. We've got the harbour in the background. We've got some people flying around. Let's get this thing low. Get a little low flyby for you. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. We go over the Christmas trees there. By the way, guys, it's nearly Christmas here in Australia. We don't get snow like America and all that here. It just gets hotter and hotter. So that's our Christmas for you. We've got a few people looking around at us. We've got a few fishermen over there. We've got people in the... Yeah, I reckon that my battery in my transmitter is quite low. Whoa. Oh no. What happened then? That was tricky. She spiraled out of control. Sorry mate, I didn't mean to scare you there. Oh. I still love this little P47. I tell you what guys, not a lot of people around today. So we're just happy to be out flying guys. We've got another new exciting surprise for you guys in the next videos to come. But you'll see that soon enough, so I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah guys, Newcastle, New South Wales. This is where I sort of grew up, about 45 minutes from Newcastle here. It's a beautiful city over there in the background. We've got not a lot of wind. We're flying out little P47 Spitfire. It's flying a little bit different to, it does this jitter thing with the control, like the servos. So I don't know what's going on there with that. But yeah. Guys, I recommend to anyone that wants a little taste of flying RC planes, if you want to get into it on a budget, something like this little Warbird is ready to fly, 150 Australian dollars, comes with a battery, charger, radio, everything you need. Just to give you an idea, just to get you in the air flying RC planes. So durable, you can crash this thing. You know, obviously if you're not driving it straight into the ground, it's pretty durable with crashes. And it's, you know, for that price point, it's great. I will say it's not the best, like it is flying RC planes, but it doesn't give you the full experience. Like the controls are very small, like whereas the bigger planes you fly, the more movement you get and the more real it feels. Like in the control throws, everything, the bigger you go, obviously the more real it feels, and the more well they generally perform, depending on the brand and what planes you fly. But just to get you in there and have fun, this plane is such a great investment for anyone getting into it. It's so simple to get into with this sort of thing. It does have like a safe mode, so it's got limited bank to what you can do. So I'm flying this literally right now, hands-free, it's just flying by itself. So there she is, check that. She's going out to fly with the ships, I think. Nah, look guys, we love flying RC planes at new locations around the world, entertaining you guys and inspiring people to get involved with RC planes. I mean, these guys are really entry level, especially something like this. And then also the Arrows hobby, which we're gonna get in the air in a minute for you guys. We're gonna bring this little Warbird in and then we're gonna get out. Ooh. Oh, we nearly had a Mitchy moment. We nearly had a Mitchy moment into the Christmas tree over there. We're trying to wait on a ship, guys, but as usual, when we create content for yous, you know, what I've found lately is plans don't always go to plan, and you just need to learn to adjust and just have fun, enjoy and make it what it is. And that's life for you, you know. We're gonna bring this in right now and we're gonna get the Arrows Hobby Pioneer in the air. Look at that. Can we land it near? Look at that. Right near the Arrows Pioneer, where we need to be. We're gonna be right back with the Arrows Pioneer. Yeah, well, this one here, this is probably, I'd probably recommend this Arrows, this one here, because it's easier to fly again. So yeah, I'll just show you. If you don't mind, you got a minute? I'll just show you, yeah.
I got plenty of time.
Well, we've got a YouTube channel, so if you don't mind, like she's just recording while we do it, but I'll show you what we got here, mate. So this one here, it's called a Arrows Hobby Pioneer. So your same thing, you can get that from Frontline. Yep. And it's same setup, it's got switches so you can put it in a safe mode. Yeah, there's your little battery hatch there.
Safe mode all the time.
Oh yeah, well it's still fun just flying around like that. Yeah. So I'll show you what I mean, I'll just plug her in.
Same flying time, about 15 minutes or so?
So this one's probably a little less, you probably get about 8 minutes. So
you get a bigger battery.
You can, I think, get a little bit bigger battery for this one, but this is the recommended size. But
when the battery starts to run low, will it come back to where you are, or just?
No. So you just got to take note of your time. So like they won't really say anything. Like I think with my other ones, they actually got like I've got a timer set, so the alarm goes off when it's you can set your timers. You know what I mean? So that's good to go. I'll just check. So how you tell whether it's in safe mode or not, like, so when I flick it, see how there's like the controls there that aren't moving?
Yep.
When I put the safe mode on, see how they're like moving up and down?
Yes.
So that corrects it. If it wants to go that way, it'll bank it back straight.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
So if the wind gets a hold of it and you're flying...
well, yeah, if there's wind, if there's a bit of wind, like you don't ideally want to fly in wind, but if there is a bit of wind, it'll auto correct it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll show you how easy this thing flies, mate. Yeah. So she's just pretty simple. And see, I'm holding the sticks like one way, and then when I let go, watch, it'll correct itself.
Okay.
See, it straightens back out. I'm not even touching anything.
Yep.
And then I can turn it back around. And then as soon as I take my hands off the sticks, I'll just trim it out a bit because she's a bit, the wind's blowing around a little bit. But
distance-wise?
so you probably wouldn't, like with this one, you could probably go to the end of this field, but I wouldn't want to go too much more than that.
No.
Again, when you step up to different planes and that sort of thing, you could, like they go for, 2 kilometres out of sight, but you don't obviously want that because you lose your plane. But yeah, so like that's no problem for it there, Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, take control of this. I'll just show you just how easy it is. I'll let it go. So this is your left and right? Leave that. This is your throttle.
Yep.
So just move the sticks.
Left and right and up and down.
Yeah. I'll be with you. So yeah, so that's it. And then let it come, let go. Push it back this way now. So you can see the controls moving it back this way. So you're about half throttle there now, that's it. So pull back a little bit. So that brings it up and down, and then left and right. So there you go. You're flying RC planes. Bring it back. See, that was down.
Okay, yep.
You're all right. Yeah, I'll just bring her over here for you. So, no, you're all right. So, yeah, so you're pushing down, that brings the plane down. You pull up, and that brings it up.
Yep.
But the key is just real small movements. Like, I'm not touching that there. So when you pick it up, though, like it's really, really easy,
It'd take half an hour or so to get used to the controls and...
No, that's right. But I love it, mate. The reason we fly is just because it's so peaceful, and this is what I'm doing. I'm flying at different locations, and I'm just showing people how fun it is and following our dreams. We've got a YouTube channel. So the YouTube channel is Mitch Cooper RC. So if you want to have a look at that, check it out. But yeah, definitely go.
Like the idea of
it's so peaceful.
Simplicity.
Simplicity is what it is.
I know the petrol ones are just so noisy that
look,
you can fly it around.
Like, see, because I've had experience, I can, control the thing, and there's a little bit of wind, and because they're only foam, you know what I mean? Like, the wind blows them around a bit, but once you pick it up, it just gets more fun, That's what I love about it.
And to land it?
Yeah, so to land it, you just back off the throttle, just like they fly exactly like a real plane. So obviously you don't want it coming at you. You more want to be side onto it all the time, but yeah, I just ease it in and just like that. And she just coasts down.
Yeah,
but
I'm going to go and get one.
No worries. What was your name, mate?
I'm Peter.
Peter? No worries. Yeah. Nice to meet you. I'm Mitch, and this is my wife behind the camera, Irina. Yeah, highly recommend it, mate. It's ready to fly, same thing. So ready to fly obviously means it comes with everything. So you don't need anything else. Batteries, charger, remote, plane. Yeah.
How long does it take to charge the batteries up?
Oh, look, probably about half an hour.
Okay.
So
you just buy a couple of extra batteries?
Just buy, they're like $10 a battery. So if you buy a few, they'll last. They don't take long to charge, So, yeah, it's unreal, mate. I love it.
I'm going to go there.
Yeah, good on you, mate.
I'll definitely get...
Yeah, they got this one in stock. This one's $289, I think, ready to fly. They're awesome fun, But even when you jump up to big ones, if you decide later on, there's endless. So I'm into the aerobatic side of things now.
Okay.
So like my bigger planes are like 2 meter wingspan, 1400 is my biggest one at the moment.
Yeah.
So she's, you know, like probably wingspan meter U wide, and I'm learning aerobatics. So how to go inverted and do all the aerobatics, and then, yeah, that's my goal as well. There's actually a flying field at Maitland too, and there's one at near Hexham here. So they've got an actual flying field where the guys go and they just get out. I think they're on a Wednesday they fly there, and then Maitland they fly Monday, Tuesday, I think they have Wednesday off, and then they fly Fridays, and then Saturday, Sunday, if the weather's good, they'll be there all weekend.
Well, the kids bought me a, I don't know what they call the helicopter one.
Yeah, yep.
The 4 wings on
Yeah,
it, you know?
yep.
And you could connect it up to your phone. Well, I flew that a couple of times, and Gornskis.
Yeah. Look, I admit it, like the
It's
biggest...
so much easier to control.
The biggest thing, what I recommend you do is just give yourself plenty of room. Like even this is sort of borderline when you're learning. So just give yourself plenty of room around no trees or anything.
Yep.
And then just learn the ropes. Like, yeah, like even if you watch my videos on YouTube.
That's pretty easy.
Yeah, like, so I'll just show you the sticks quickly. So this is your throttle, right? Throttle up. So going up with the stick is power on.
Yep.
And then this is the rudder, which is the turns the tail of the plane.
Yep.
And then the one you were controlling is your ailerons as well, which banks the plane left to right. So that's your main turns, left and right.
Yep.
So that'll bank it, you know, left, bank right. And then obviously your elevator, which is up and down, so that's a key too. So you're pushing down, I think, wanting to go up.
Yes.
So it's the opposite. So pull back, and that brings the plane up. Okay. And again, it feels a bit weird if you've never done it before, you know, because it's all new. But once you pick it up, it's a lot of fun, you know. You go where you want. Yeah.
How long are you here for?
Oh, we're just here having a fly this morning. We'll probably head off, and yeah. But
So here in the next couple of hours, I'll be back with one.
Yeah. Mitch, this is why I do what I do, because, you know, inspiring people to do something that, you know, that's going to help them in their life in a positive way. It's so impactful and meaningful, and that's what matters, you know, and that's exactly why we do it, because, you know, life can be challenging, and having a community of support and people around you, because we don't know what others are going through. So guys, thanks for joining the video today. It was unexpected what we're going to get, but you know, we just inspired someone to go out and get an RC plane. So that for me is massive, and it means a lot to me, and hopefully inspires you guys. I really appreciate all the support on my channel, and much love to everyone. I'm always here for anyone that wants help or support, whether it's RC or just to talk. And we'll see you in the next video, guys. Thanks again at Stockton, Newcastle, New South Wales. We'll see you in the next video, guys. Thank you.